After last night's pivotal Game 5 between the Spurs and the Thunder, I decided to revive a video I had done in the past to see if the box score numbers from Russell Westbrook were painting the whole picture. With that in mind, I went through every single play he was directly involved in on both ends of the floor and gave them a grade: good, bad, or meh. Here's what I found. Ready? We've documented the poor alley-oop decisions by Russ before, particularly in crunch time, but this one floated, was a little low, so we'll give him a meh. Here's good energy around the ball screen, and he fights well to get around the second screen, forcing Parker back into the help and to give it up. Good. On the break, a nice look-away pass to Adams, who can't finish. Good. Here's a great read to sneak in the passing lane for a steal. Good. But quickly charges into Tony Parker for a turnover. Bad. On the catch at the right wing, great read to find the roll man Adams at the rim with a nifty pass. Good. He stays engaged with Parker, correctly going underneath the screen, and then surprises Kawhi with aggressive help defense. Good. As the Spurs grab the board and begin their attack, Russ makes an unnecessary gamble in the backcourt, which ultimately allows Parker all the way in the lane for a short shot that misses, luckily for Russ. Bad. On the break, he comes down under control, heads up, surveying for an opening without forcing. A nice pass to KD, who's got the mismatch. Good. With the smaller and weaker Parker on him, he does the correct thing by backing him down in the paint for the and one. Good. Russ wants to ice this ball screen, but he jumps too high to force baseline, and even though Ibaka was in bad position, he can't give up a straight line drive like this. He gets help from teammates and Parker makes a terrible turnover. Meh. Coming down on the break, he's got a 2-on-1 with Durant, but just throws the ball away, going too fast. Bad. Here's better ice defense to force baseline with Adams in the right position to contain. Good. With a quick step-up screen, he takes advantage of the switch and gets into the paint for this nice lefty layup. Good. On the Horns twist, after the second pick and roll, he makes a poor decision to try and throw this bounce pass around Tim Duncan's body, allowing Kawhi to steal it. Bad. In transition, he gets his patented pull-up, a great look since he gets all the way to the foul line without any defense picking him up. Good. Off the high screen and roll, another bad lob pass that sails. Bad. Here's good defense as he sticks with Parker looking for the handoff, and when Adams comes to double, he sinks down on Duncan perfectly. This forces the ball out as the clock winds down. Good. Great timing and accuracy on this simple pass to KD, something he had struggled with in the past, and this directly leads to the Adams score. Good. I like how he stayed glued to Parker and doesn't give him much of an opening as he tries to penetrate. Good. When a guard gets posted by a big, they have to use any means necessary to get the steal. Good hands to knock this ball away. Good. More Horns and their bread and butter pick and pop to Ibaka. Good decision. When he misses, watch how he stays after it, recovering the rebound, almost gets his pocket pick, but keeps possession. Good. When the ball is entered to the post, watch how he spins all the way around, losing sight of his man, who then blows right by him into the lane. He tries to recover, ends up with a poor closeout, and Aldridge gets an open shot. Bad. With the much smaller Mills on him and a 3-point lead early in the game, he pulls for an open 17-footer. Good. More bad defense as he gets caught ball watching and way behind the play. Easy one dribble pull up for Mills. Bad. Same play as before, same shot. While it misses, this is still a good decision. Good. Later in the second quarter, Russ is in the same situation, and rather than find that easy pull-up, he tries to get into the lane, charges into Mills, and gets the turnover. Bad. As this loose ball gets gathered, he closes to defend Duncan, then flies out to the corner to contest the three. He did his job. Good. Here's the Russ Durant pick and roll. I don't mind the quick pass, but he missed an opportunity to cut into a wide open paint, instead doing his customary back up beyond the three-point line. Meh. Interesting play to run pick and roll to the left, right into a pin down for Ibaka, but Russ executes it perfectly and Ibaka finds the space to knock down this shot. Good. Here's decent defense to help when Kanter doubles, and I like how he's aware he needs to get back to the corner shooter. His man got a free cut to the hoop, but it's too late. Steal. Good. On the pick and roll, he gets stuck up in the air, has to throw it to Kanter, who wasn't ready, and the ball gets snatched by Kawhi. Bad. We saw him attack the much smaller Parker and Mills. Those were good decisions. Attacking Danny Green and shooting a jerk leg fadeaway? Meh. While this is simple, it's good execution of the offense to hit KD with a good bounce pass to the post. Good. With the 1-point lead midway through the second, Russ decides to force his way into a very crowded paint without much of a plan. He gets bailed out by the refs. Meh. Trying to get the seldom used Morrow involved, he throws a pass to him out of the pick and roll. It's slightly off target, and Morrow gets a bad shot, but good decision. Good. Double ball screen out of Horns, he finds a good look off the dribble from 18 feet and splashes. Good. On this set, Russ takes too long to get everybody into the offense, then uncorks this monstrosity of bad footwork that becomes a double dribble and a turnover. Bad. On this defensive Parker on the pick and roll, he gets hung up on the screen, not fast enough to recover. Meh. Having KD facilitate out top is a good thing for OKC, and the occasional wide open catch and shoot corner 3 is certainly a good shot for Russ. Good. On this pick and roll, he does an okay job to get around the screen, but doesn't have his hands up when Parker whistles the ball right by him. Meh. Another bad lob, even if Duncan didn't touch KD. It's too low of a pass. Bad. This was good defense to keep Tony Parker going to his left. Unfortunate that Kanter fell down. Good. Russ makes this call out of Horns, and it's a good one, using the ball screen to drag the defense to the left, then pivoting back to find KD off the screen. Good. On the pick and roll, he throws a bad bounce pass that bounces too high. The offense is disrupted a bit. Bad. Russ finds a nice seam down the middle of the lane for the lefty layup, but he just blows it. Bad. On this last second shot of the first half, no urgency to push the ball with 7 seconds and settles for a long 3. Meh. As the clock winds down on the deflection, Russ is directing traffic, breaking down the defense, and makes the right pass to the wide open Robertson. Good. Ice defense in the inside ball screen, Russ allows Parker to get to the middle of the floor. Why Tony didn't drive it deeper, I have no idea, but still, bad. Again, the dribble into post-up when Parker is on him is a very good decision. Good. While the initial footwork wasn't great on the pick and roll, he does recover back onto Parker. Good. Driving at Parker and pulling for his bread and butter 16-footer from the left corner. Good. Not happy with this effort to just run by Danny Green in the open court. Bad. On this Thunder turnover, it was a bad gamble by Russ. He should have been sprinting back to stop the ball. Bad. Another good decision to back Tony Parker down. He spins into the lane for free throws. Good. On this pick and roll, he catches Duncan too low in the paint. A good decision to pull up, but he's too square to the basket, fighting against his body, which is why it misses. Good. Reeling from a run by the Spurs, he gets out of position and knocks Parker down. Bad. On deep penetration off the Adams ball screen, good read to hit him for a nice, easy catchable pass. Good. Under control off the KD ball screen, he finds him in stride, rolling to the hoop for the dunk and assist. Good. With Kawhi back on him, he finds a seam along the lane line at full speed, draws 2 defenders, and a beautiful pass to Adams for the assist. Good. More pick and roll, this time with Kanter, and the simple decision for the bounce pass on the pop, and another assist. Good. Durant has a nasty habit of slipping his ball screens for Russ, but this didn't bother Russ, who collapses the defense again and finds Kanter with a nice pass for the wide open 3. Good. On the weak side of this Kawhi fadeaway, a very impressive snatching of this rebound out jumping the taller David West. Good. And a good push up the court, simple crossover makes Mills fall down, and the layup. Good. Here's good ice defense forcing Mills to the baseline where there's help from Kanter. Good. I don't think there are a ton of situations where Russ should be shooting threes, but if his man helps one pass away and he can catch and shoot in rhythm, okay, good. Problem is, it inspired him to take this one off the bounce with 16 seconds on the shot clock. Bad. Guarding Kawhi, he makes a bad gamble, and for some reason the Spurs didn't make him pay on the backdoor cut. Bad. With the Spurs still in control with an 8-point lead, Russ basically runs a 10-dribble ISO from out top into the teeth of the defense and misses this shot horribly. Bad. With the ball moving, Russ has a chance to attack on the catch. Instead, it dies. He backs up and takes another ill-advised off-the-bounce contested 3. bad. And on this drive, the spacing was poor for the Spurs. Russ could have deflected this pass, but instead stands with his hands on his knees watching. Bad. In the fourth, he's so concerned with Ibaka that he's not locked into the ball. Parker gets a straight line drive. Meh. However, he then has to switch onto Kawhi for the rest of the possession and completely loses him. While it's lucky they didn't find Kawhi cutting, had Parker shot it like he should have, Kawhi could have gotten that rebound. Bad. While he catches Kawhi cheating to take away the pass to Durant, he drives right into the waiting arms of David West, and when he stops, Kawhi is there to strip him. Bad. Not a good possession by the Thunder as a team, as they couldn't get into an attack soon enough. But Russ saves the day with the only decision he had: fire it up at the buzzer. Good. After this missed shot, another good rebound over David West. Good. And on the push down the court, under control, scanning, deep penetration, then a nice pass to the wide open Durant for the tie ball game. Good. Here's great defense on Parker to track him down on the baseline, pressure him into having to give it up, and it ends up a tough miss by Duncan. Good. With Waiters running the show, it gets kicked out to Russ, who again could have attacked on the catch, but instead ball stops for several seconds before taking this terrible shot. Bad. On this good contest by Duncan, Russ doesn't give up on the play from the corner, instead rushing to the lane and earning them another key possession. Good. On the reset, they break into an Adams-Russ pick and roll, and when they catch Duncan again sinking too low, he pulls up at the free throw line. Good. On the double of Durant in the post, he finally kicks it out, and when the ball finds itself in the hands of Russ, he gets into the lane against Kawhi, but instead of handing it off to an open canner, he forces it himself and misses the layup. Bad. On this cut by Danny Green, he shows great hustle to chase him. Serious wood laid on him by Duncan, but good hustle. Good. On this zipper cut, the Spurs did a great job to cover it up as Kawhi just steals the ball out of the air. After he passed it, a phantom call was made, but it doesn't negate the bad pass. Bad. On the pick and roll, Duncan gets a little bit higher, Russ decides to attack, but gets his shot blocked by Duncan. I don't see any other decisions he could have made. Meh. On the steal of the Durant pass, look at the hustle by Russ to attempt to stop Kawhi in the full court. Good. With the game about to be lost, Green on him out top, he sizes him up and takes a no, yes shot. But he gets his foot on the line, worst shot in basketball. Meh. On the air ball, the Spurs inexplicably stop, thinking it was a shot clock violation. No whistle, so Russ very smartly takes off and catches them out of position for a layup. Good. While he takes a contested shot off the screen, he does pounce on the rebound once Duncan falls down, then gets the nice assist. Good. On this pick and roll, it looks like he wants to force him left, but Adams is not prepared for this. Parker gets a switch and the jumper. Bad. Tie game, a simple entry pass to the post by Durant ends up being passed from half court with no mustard on it, and it gets stolen. Bad. Good decision to go underneath the screen on Parker to force the jump shot. Good. While this is a simple pass, he's executing the offense with an accurate pass on time. Good. With Aldridge coming up to set a flat ball screen, Russ can't stop Parker from getting a straight line drive to the hole in free throws. Meh. On this pin down to KD, unclear why Russ waits so long on the right side, then has to hurry to get in position to throw the pass, which is a little late, and then KD turns it over. Bad. Here's a pet play the Spurs like to run by hitting Aldridge in the corner, faking Kawhi up to the top, then cutting him backdoor. Russ is right there to blow this up, then stays with Kawhi, forcing them into a tough shot. Good. And on this play, the refs screw up royally by not calling the foul, but good job by Russ to keep playing, get the and one, and end the ball game. Good. So there you have it, sports fans. A comprehensive play-by-play breakdown of Russell Westbrook's Game 5, a crucial victory for the Thunder. The way I look at it, meh isn't very positive either, so he had 40 of those plays versus 57 good plays. As I've said often in the past, he has the propensity for balancing out his good plays with bad, and some of those were doozies. It also might explain why his plus-minus was a -4, while Durant had a +7. I'm not sure he'll ever get to the point where he can minimize those bad plays, but it's certainly an interesting ride.